Rabbi Carrie Chaplin joining us tonight. What a blessing. We're going to play Bim Bam to start off our Shabbat evening. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bim, bam. Bim, bam. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bim, bam. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bim, bam.
Nope, still. It's green. Can I use your mic? Hello, hello. Oh, now here we go. I will hold it very close to my mouth. Thank you. There is no place that does Bim Bam like that except Beit Tshuva. Except Cancer Nate and the Beit Tshuva band. Do you know how they do it in other places? Does anybody know? No, I can't even. Yeah. Cancer Nate, would you?
Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat.
Y'all can't even do the cheesy Bim Bam cheesy. Y'all make the cheesy Bim Bam sound good. But that's what this place does, right? It's not like, oh, we're just going to do Pride Shabbat like last week. We're also going to do a drag show, like a professional level drag show. Where's Cameron? Because And like, and the rainbows are still here. Because it's always Pride Shabbat. Well, so Pride, you know, it hits different for queer folks, but we all need authenticity, whether we're queer or not. And we all need Shabbat, whether we're Jewish or not, because we all need rest, and we all need joy, and we all need community. And we get to come here and we get to do that together. Why is it important? Because it reminds us of our inherent divinity. Because we go through the week and it's like, all right, I got to be here, I got to be there, I got to show up here, someone's going to piss at me if I don't show up here, or I got to be on time because of all my internal anxiety, got to be on time, right? And we run around doing this or that, but we get here, it's just about being here, that's it. There's nothing to do right now, nothing to fix except be here and enjoy one another, be in community, be in authenticity, and be in the joy of Shabbat. So let's get it going with the candle lighting blessing.
Let's ask our two birthdays, Michael and Cameron. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat.
Amen. We continue with Shalom Aleichem, welcoming the angels of Shabbat.
Lie, 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 la la lie, la lie, la la lie, la lie, 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 la la lie, la lie, la la lie, la lie, la la lie, la lie, 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 lie. Shalom Alechem, Malachi, Asharet, Malachi. Shalom Malachi Elyon Melech mi Melech Malchi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lai 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 La La Lai La Lai La La Lai La Lai 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 La La Lai La Lai La La Lai La Lai La La Lai La Lai 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 Baruni Shalom Malachi, Shalom Malachi Elyon HaKadosh Baruch Hu Sehem Shalom Malachi, Shalom Malachi Elyon Mimelech Malchi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lai Lai La 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, 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 la 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, 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 la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, 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 la 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, 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 lie.
Yedid Nefesh. Beloved soul.
Feel the love.
Yedid nefesh avrachaman, Yedid nefesh avrachaman, Mishuch avdecha, Eretzonecha, Mishuch avdecha. Lai 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 Eretzonecha Yarot Avdecha Kemo Ayal Yishtachavei Lai 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 El mul hadarecha Yarot Avdecha Kemo Ayal Yishtachavei Lai 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 El mul hadarecha Yedid nefesh avrachaman, Yedid nefesh avrachaman, Mishuch avdecha, Eretzonecha, Mishuch avdecha, Lai 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 Eretzonecha.
That was great. That was great.
The end of that song asks that we're drawn in to the stuff that matters, to something bigger than us, God, universe, flow, energy, higher power, whatever words you use, that we're drawn into that. But there's a way we can opt in, too. One of the ways we can opt in is by giving tzedakah. Because that's how we know we're a part of something. It's not about how much you give, although if you would like to give $10,000 or more, I'm sure that would be welcome. Thanks, Amy. But it's about knowing that you contributed to something and you're a part of something. So the boxes are going around. There's Venmo, whatever, QR codes up here. And if you're watching at home, I think that's available to you also. Please make a donation to know that you're a part of something, because there is something going on here. And that one of those somethings is tshuva. Anybody doing tshuva around here? I don't mean like actually talking tonight, although that might be part of it, but like, anybody here doing tshuva? Like literally every human being in this room, I hope, is trying to do a little better today. This guy over here, he's doing. They're all doing tshuva. What does that mean? So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what that means, and maybe you have an idea of what it means for you. But I'm going to tell you about my 6-year-old. So when you're 6, you have big feelings. When you're older, you have big feelings, and some of us learn about how to regulate those when we're younger, and some of us it takes a little longer, myself included. So a few nights ago, she gets really, really mad because she lost at Uno. Like really, Sarah relates. Anybody else really like to win? Like a lot? Yeah, me too. And like when you lose, you can get like big feelings about it. Well, she doesn't really know how to regulate her big feelings, so she took all the Uno cards and she like threw them around. Of course, we talked about those big feelings, but we also closed Uno. Uno was not available for the rest of the evening and would not be available in the morning, but would be available in the afternoon after she cleaned up the Uno cards with help. So the next evening, we go to play Uno again, because she had indeed cleaned up the cards. And I said, what's going to happen if you lose tonight? Are you going to throw them around? And she paused. And she said, no. Because tshuva, as Rambam defines it, is encountering a similar situation and doing something different. So all of us are going to be put in similar situations to pick up or not, to use or not, to betray someone or not, to take responsibility for our own actions or not. Will you do it in a way that you're proud of this time? Will you do it a little better than last time? That's what we're talking about here. So we get a chance in this community to do our tshuva publicly and with witnesses, because that's part of being in community. That's part of accountability. That's part of also how we care for each other. And gratitude is also a part of that. So for anyone who has tshuva this evening, how do you want to do this? Raise your hand. And who's bringing the mic around? Oh, you go up here? Is this how it's going? Okay. So you can raise your hand and I call on you. What am I doing? Do I call on you? Okay, so I'm going to call on them, and then I'm going to call on other people. Okay.
I'm Sarah, and I'm a grateful member of this community.
And I'm Amy, and I'm a grateful member of this community.
We wanted to get up here and congratulate two people who are taking your cakes tonight, Cameron and Mike.
Yay! Amazing, kind individuals.
Mike, I've known for a few years now, and I've seen the struggle, and I get it, and I'm so grateful that you're here, and you're sober, and you're here with Rabbi Carey, taking your year cake. I mean, nothing, I'm so happy. And Cam.
You have fit seamlessly into the team and into the family, and we are beyond grateful to have you. And we're so proud of you.
So proud of you. We love you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, you know the people better than me. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Derek. I'm a grateful member of this community. Hello. I just wanted to extend a few things of gratitude. First and foremost for Beit Shuba. This place is magical. You know, in the past couple of weeks, I've had 6 of my most favorite people pick up 2 years and pick up a year. You know, last week was full of 2 years, and tonight's full of 1 year. And, you know, if it weren't for this place, I definitely wouldn't be standing here today. And I just want to say a special gratitude to Cameron. Like I was talking to you earlier, it's been a year, you know, and I've watched you grow, and I've watched you excel and get hired, and it's beautiful, and I'm so happy for you. The fly just landed on my face. That was gross. And to Mike, getting to know you this last year has been amazing. You're such an amazing person, and it must feel so good to get a true, honest year. You know, I can't wait for mine too. You know, that's it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pamela, and I am a grateful member of this community. Thank you, thank you. It's amazing how everything leaves your head when you start. I want to say that I have a long and intimate and painful relationship with addiction. I marinated in the womb of an addict and grew in a family of 11 with everybody being addicts and me being the last one. And it wasn't just our generation, it was generation after generation after generation. So I grew up experiencing foster care and, you know, being that little 6-year-old asleep in a car at the bar, or 10 and trying to drive your drunk parents out. As I grew, a couple things happened. I became determined, like fierce, that I would raise my kids differently, that I would have a family that addiction would not touch. And somehow in my child mind, I thought that was possible. So we know that's not. I remember holding Cameron as a child, and my biggest wish was K through college, that he would know unconditional love and that addiction would never touch him. And as I grew, as I learned, I realized that, according to science, addiction skips a generation. And so then I was like, darn it. I wish it would have been me to that level than him. You know, I have agonized with Cameron since his first foray into his journey with addiction. And it is, as all of us probably know, a very, very lonely, lonely path. One of the things I was told repeatedly is, you gotta let him go. So it took me years to let this incredible human being fall on his own. And it was a year and month and a half ago that I said for the first time, I can't anymore. And I said goodbye. And I thought he was gonna die. But he found you guys. And I know that this place saved his life, along with his choice and everything else. This community, this place, this program that helps you find your passion and your purpose and manage your addiction and become a whole person brought my son back to me. And I'm so grateful.
My name is David, and I'm a grateful member of this community. I want to give a gratitude tonight. I want to give a gratitude to this place, which has done so much for me personally and so many people in this room. But I also want to give a special congratulations to Mike Castle. Thank you, guys. You know, watching you this past year, watching you grow as a human, watching you grow in the gym, in and out, seeing how seriously you take your recovery and how seriously you take this is really an inspiration, you know. Your commitment to, whether it be going to meetings and always being like, David, I have a meeting tonight, I have a meeting tonight, I have to go, I can't compromise. Or even just going to the gym, you know, being there 5 days a week, always putting in work. I remember being at the gym and trying to ask Mike to come more often, and Mike told me something very powerful. He said, David, whatever you put in front of your recovery takes from you first. And that's the kind of person Mike is. And For the amount of work you put in, Mike, you truly deserve this year. I'm really proud of you, and I'm so happy to be on this journey with you. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jerome, alcoholic addict, and I'm a grateful member of this community. I want to extend a Shuva gratitude and then gratitude for some people in this room. For those of you that don't know, on May 15th, I made the decision to take my will back and leave this wonderful community that had helped me build so much that I had lost. In those following weeks, I didn't lose anything tangible, but I lost a lot of things that I had gained while I was here, which was self-love, self-care, concern for others, and just being able to lean into a community. Things got really dark really quick, and God has kept an angel in my life who has kept constant contact with me and never turned a cheek whenever I would reach out. And I just want to say congratulations to you, Cameron. You are literally an angel in my life. Since, 2-3 years ago, we were at Cry Help together, and girl, you were a mess. But you never stopped believing in yourself, and you never stopped pushing forward, and you inspired me. And when I sat back and thought about it, I said, he's getting a year. If he can do it, why don't I deserve this? And I picked up that phone on June 19th, and I called Beit Teshuva. And I made that decision then that I was going to continue what I had left off. And in gratitude, I want to say thank you to Beit Teshuva. Thank you to Pat Gage, because you're also an angel in my life, for being a light in my life when things got really dark. And also thank you to my newfound family here. You guys are great. Thank you for embracing me when I came back.
Hi, my name's Rachel. I'm a grateful member of this community. God, I haven't done this before. I just wanted to make Shuva to the community here and to my new roommate. Yesterday, I behaved, the 16-year-old came out in me, or the 6-year-old came out in me, and I'm 52, and stuff is coming up. Like, I'm sober, and stuff is coming up, and I see myself in others, and it doesn't matter how old we are, or how much sobriety we have, and funny enough, my roommate's name is Rachel. So I raised my voice to her, and it's like I was really raising my voice to myself, and tears were made, and on both ends, me and her, and I felt horrible. And I've been trying to learn patience, love, and tolerance, and breathing and pausing, and yesterday I didn't. I was in self-will 100%. I probably affected a lot of people, or maybe not. Maybe people are like, what is she talking about? And I think everyone's listening to me and thinking about me. But I just wanted to make Shuva to everyone here, to the community, to my fellow residents. And I'm learning, and I'm growing, and bumps are going to happen in the road, and I just am going to walk through it, and I'm not going to run because of it. And I'm going to continue to practice patience and love, and try to be in not my will, and I just wanted to show gratitude to Beit Teshuva and to the staff for being there to support me, and to my other resident friends who are supportive. You guys walked me through a really hard day, and thank you to Rachel B.
My name is Samuel. I'm a grateful member of this community. I just want to give gratitude to this entire house for welcoming me and being so kind to me. Literally from like giving me clothes, Red Bulls, anything like that, taking me to DPSS today. Like, I haven't been shown this amount of love in like honestly forever. So I'm honestly eternally grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you.
I'll add one more tshuva. Cameron, happy birthday. I get like little windows into your life, but they're like so deep every time, which I think is part of like you and also a little bit me. And so like, it's like easy to go there. And I hope I get to know you more in time to come. Mike, my dear. We're a few weeks after Shavuot now. I don't know if you remember where you were the last Shavuot we spent together, which was a few years ago. You're in a very different place now. And you are so much brighter and so much more brilliant. And you know what's cool? It's like fucking easy to see it. Anyone who looks at you is like, oh man, this dude's happy. And those of us who knew you back then are like, wait, Mike's happy? It's so awesome. And this joy, this happiness that you're experiencing, of course you're not always gonna be happy, but you're always gonna be able to come back to happy, and you can always remember what it feels like now. And I love you, happy birthday. It is so joyful to be back here. Thank you, everyone, for bringing the realness with all those tshuvas. Wow, that was dope. We'll continue with Mizmor Shir, a song of joy. What a way to celebrate tshuva. Thank you.
Y'all ready? Yeah, that'll help. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר עבדך ואמונתך בלילות עלי עשור ועלי נבר עלי היגיון בכינור מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני וזמר לשמך עליון וזמר לשמך עליון להגיד בבוקר עבדך ואמונתך בלב
feel that Shabbat spirit? Is it coming? You like letting it in? Okay, now we're gonna like officially welcome it with Lecha Dodi. Let's go. You ready? This is a great
You went
solo.
too hard.
All right, here we go. Ready? And.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela shamoy v'zachoy b'dibor echad yishmi'anu el hameyochad Adonai echad o shemo echad shemo tiferet v'heliti lach Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lecho v'nelcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesrucha sof maaseh b'machshava tchilah Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Itori kiva orech kumi ori shir daberi kevod Adonai Allah yiknigla Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Everyone rise and face the doorway as we welcome in the Shabbos bride. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzola toch emunei am segula boi chala Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. My bad. We're close. But first, we're going to welcome in all the newest members of our community. We are welcoming this week Andre B., Matt C., Carlos E., Jerome M., Samuel S., Tim V., and Inger W. Everyone come up to the bima. And I need Michael and Cameron to help us with some reading.
We're going to have Rachel join us up here. To sing a prayer for healing. And God knows we all need a little bit of healing within our soul. So.
Thank you.
Mishabera Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rahel Vilea Vivare Virape et Acholim Elna Rifanala Elna Rifanala Elna Rifanala Elna Rifanala Mishbera Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rahel Vilea Hu Yivareh Virapeh et Aholim.
Thank you.
That was beautiful, Rachel. Thank you. May healing come quickly and in wholeness and with as little suffering as possible. Amen. And we'll continue with the Baruch.
Everyone, please rise for our call to prayer.
Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Baruchu et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach. Hamivorach le'olam va'ed. Hamivorach, Hamivorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach le'olam va'ed.
Be seated. Wow, this room is pretty quiet, actually. That's really unusual. Let's live into that for a second, huh? Let's get intentionally quiet. Just for a minute. Don't worry. I know it's a lot of trauma in the room. It's not going to be long.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'avta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha ve'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lektecha v'derech u'shokbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam ne'od hayadecha ve'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'isharecha.
And from great love in the Shema to Hashkivenu, a blessing for the Sukkot Shalom, the shelter of peace.
Oh, I need that. I need that. Now's the time. Thank you so much.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom ve'amidenu malkeinu lechayim lechayim ufros aleinu sukat shelomecha ve'taknenu ve'tatova milfanecha. Let us lie down in peace. Let us wake up with life. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us.
Light in the darkness that seems to find us. Fill the hunger in our hearts that kinds of spell. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. Shelter us, shelter us. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. Remove our hands from the sword of sorrow. Make us grateful for tomorrow. Shelter us, won't you shelter us, shelter us.
Erase the anger upon our faces. Blanket us in your good graces. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. Shelter us, shelter us, shelter us, shelter us, shelter us. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom ve'amidenu malkeinu lechayim lechayim ufros aleinu sukat shelomecha ve'taknenu ve'tatova milfanecha.
Yeah. Yeah. I was sitting with my nephew on our back deck. He and I are preparing for his bar mitzvah in August. And it's a vine-covered, peaceful place. A few of you have been there. And if you have, you know it's a kind of Sukkot Shalom, a kind of refuge from LA, from judgmentalism. It's kind of a permanent sukkah. And we just sing about it. Humans are not the only creatures that find refuge there. We have about 5 hummingbird nests from different years hidden under the vines of the sukkah. Now, some years the eggs are stolen, and some years the hatchlings fall out of the nest, and my now 6-year-old and I, we bury them in the backyard. Frankie, woo, yeah, thank you, Jesse. And this year, 2 really strong hatchlings were alive and well cared for by their hummingbird mama. And my nephew was singing his Haftorah when I nudged him and said, "She's feeding them." And we paused and we watched mama feed the birds. And after she left, my nephew started practicing again, but kind of distractible person I am, I nudged him and said, "That one's trying to fly." It was buzzing its little wings so hard, and it was perched on the edge of the nest and buzzing its wings and lifting up and then settling back down and then buzzing its wings and lifting up. That's my hummingbird impression. Aren't you impressed? Thank you. And I said, "He's trying to fly." And my nephew said, "No, he's just pooping." So here we have 2 very different ways of telling the story of what was happening in this shelter of peace right before our eyes. First flight, magic, miracle, new growth, pooping. Which, like, by the way, baby hummingbirds do a lot of. So, but the story we tell, the point is, the story we tell, it matters. Stories matter. This is how we make sense of the world, how we make sense of who we are, where we're going. How many of you right now, you don't have to raise your hand, I don't want to embarrass anybody, are telling yourself, "Ugh, I have to be here"? Well, here's an alternate story. You've probably heard this one before. I get to be here. The story we tell is not just for kicks, right? The story we tell has an impact on us. When I tell myself I have to be here, well, then I get angry because don't fucking tell me what to do. Anybody relate to that one? Yeah. But when I tell myself I get to be here, I remember all the ways I might have or almost died, or maybe I did. I remember the people who did die, and I remember that life is precious. So stories matter. Take the story of the Israelites, and here's how Rabbi Shai Held tells it. A people liberated from slavery, protected by a faithful God, and promised a good life in a land flowing with milk and honey simply cannot overcome its fears, its lack of faith, and its inability to trust. Instead of journeying forward, it looks backward again and again, grumbling and complaining, longing for Egypt, and eventually succumbing again to the lure of idolatry, which should have been a story of a triumphant march to the promised land, becomes something else entirely. A dreadful tale of distrust, loyalty, disappointment, and ultimately death. I'm going to reread that and adapt it a little bit. A person liberated from addiction, protected by a faithful God, and promised a good life simply cannot overcome their fears, their lack of faith, and their inability to trust. Instead of journeying forward, they look backward again and again, grumbling and complaining, longing for a drink, a hit, addictive sex and love, one more round at the table, and eventually succumb again to the lure of addiction. What should have been a story of recovery becomes something else entirely, a dreadful tale of distrust, disloyalty, disappointment, and ultimately death. Does that story sound familiar? Do you ever tell yourself, well, things were better when I was drinking, using, gambling. It was a relief when no one expected anything of me. Or people respected me on the streets. Or I used to be the life of the party. Or I wasn't hurting anyone but myself. We all tell ourselves that story sometimes. The danger, of course, is when we tell ourselves that story enough, we believe it, and we go back out. The Torah and its story of the Israelites helps us imagine a different story. Now, here's another version of the Israelites' story told differently. The people grumble and complain, and God gets pissed, but never gives up. Despite the people's grumbling and complaining, God's love and faithfulness do not readily accept defeat. In other words, despite everything I've done in my addiction, despite my relapses, despite the hurt I've caused, people still love me. Their love, maybe even God's love, will not be defeated by me or by my addiction. Now, you might have chosen to come to Beit Tshuva on your own, or maybe you felt forced to come, or maybe you're here on court order and it wasn't really much of a choice, even if you did have a little bit of one. But now that you're here, whether by your own volition or by court order, you have a choice about what comes next. You have a choice in shaping your story. Now look around you. Like, actually, look around you for a minute. Kathy did it right away. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. Look around you. I mean it. Do you look at the people around you, the people physically in this room, and even the people metaphorically around you? Do you look around you and say, fuck this, what I really need is my phone. Can I have my phone back? Or maybe you look around this room and say, these people are fucked up. I'm not like them. Or I don't trust any of these people, counselors, residents alike. Or maybe you look around and think, community and caring cannot be defeated. We heard that in the Tshuvas today. Community and caring cannot be defeated. Beit Tshuva has been around for 35 years. And it's going to keep being around in physical form and in the hearts of the people it has helped live in recovery and in the hearts of their friends and families. And not all of us have made it. But community love and faithfulness and caring cannot be defeated. The story you tell yourself about what's in front of you, what's before your very eyes right now, that's a choice. And when you're willing to tell a different story, that's when your life changes. But I know it's not an easy choice. The old story is not only familiar, but we're biochemically drawn to it. Our brains go there seemingly automatically and without pause. And creating that pause requires something most of us dread: discomfort. In the pause, I have to actually look around and see what's really happening and all the shitty things I've been a part of. And I have to face the grief I've been avoiding all these years, and I have to sit down and write the lies I tell myself, and I have to do step 4, and even more uncomfortable, I have to make amends. Rabbi Twersky teaches that we are creatures of habit, and changing our ways is fraught with discomfort. To avoid this distress incident, to change our clever, unconscious minds, and I know you're clever because you could score anywhere you are if you wanted to. I know you're clever. Our clever, unconscious minds prevent our being made aware of those things which would lead to change. Of course we avoid a new story. Change requires discomfort. We hide behind no one cares. Not because it's safer or smarter, but because it's familiar. We tell ourselves these people don't really care because I don't deserve caring attention. Or we blame the community for not really caring so we don't have to take responsibility for not being willing to connect. Or we confuse attention with love. And we can't even recognize real love when it's right in front of our eyes. The Israelites can't recognize that God is on their side. They can't see that God cares about them, even though they saw with their own eyes that God turned the Nile to blood. Even though they saw with their own eyes God strike their oppressors with boils and locusts and hail. Even though God freed them from slavery and they saw lightning. That's what it says in the Torah. They saw lightning and heard thunder when they themselves received the Torah at Mount Sinai. Even after they witnessed all of that with their own eyes, they refused to see that God is on their side. In this week's Torah reading, they say, we are small. We are grasshoppers next to the residents of the promised land. And when God hears this grasshopper story, God says, then you're not going to be able to enter the promised land. If you see yourselves as small insects that can so easily be crushed, then you've forgotten everything I've done for you before your very eyes. What they really do is they deny that they matter to God. Don't deny that you matter. Don't refuse the caring that is coming your way. That someone in this room, someone maybe sitting next to you right now, maybe someone whom you love who's died, maybe someone who lives far away, that someone cares about you. Someone loves you. And if you can hear it today, there's even a divine energy, a God, a flow, a universe that cares for your existence too. There's a love and faithfulness in your life that cannot be defeated, whether you like it or not. I want you to try something with me for a second. Remember now a specific person who cares about you. Someone. Just take a moment, find that person, an image of them. Maybe they're in this room and maybe not. Maybe they've passed, maybe they're still with us. Maybe you are that someone who loves you. And I want you to imagine their hand at your back. The story changes, doesn't it? It goes from fuck this to fuck yes. From nothing matters to I matter. I matter to someone, to myself, to this God, to this community, to God. All that is required of you is discomfort. The discomfort of a new story, a story in which caring and love cannot be defeated. A story in which, as it says on at least 3 walls in this building, you matter. You matter. Let's get together. I'm ready.
Y'all ready?
That was interesting. Right on time. You counted that right in.
Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains rain or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing and you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, he will surely pass. When the one that left us here returns us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both, it's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. All right. With that said, let's get together with the 2 birthday celebrations. All right, Michael C., come on up.
Hi guys, I'm Mike. I am a grateful member of this community. I am also an alcoholic. I am a crystal meth addict. I am a sex addict. I am, if it brings me pleasure and dopamine and euphoria, I want more of it. I've been on this journey for about 12 years, and this is the first time that I've honestly had a year sober. And, you know, the biggest difference this year is I stopped trying to do things my way. I stopped trying to use different substances thinking that, that's not a problem. I stopped stealing. I stopped lying. I started living in honesty and transparency. I stopped putting things before my recovery, like David said in his gratitude. Like, I put my recovery first, because literally anything that I put in front of my recovery, I will lose. And the more I like it, like, the more I like climbing, for example, it'll be the first thing that I lose. If I really, really love my job will be the first thing or the second thing that I will lose. And I have to, and I keep that in my mind. You know, I'm just so grateful. And I want to thank Beit Shuva for allowing me to come back. This is my third full stint in this house. And I'm living proof that, you know, sometimes we don't get it on the first try or the second. Or the 12th. Sometimes we just need to come back. And that's why this place means so much to me. They welcomed me back when they didn't have to. Many other places would have said, nope, sorry, we've tried to help, didn't work, go somewhere else. But Beit Shuva allowed me back again. So if it's your first time, stay, because it is so much easier. I wish that I had stayed 12 years ago, but that's not my story. If it's your first time, stay. If it's your second or third, then that's okay. Maybe this is the time. The only thing you have to change is everything. That's all I got. Thanks for letting me share.
So Sarah picked out this necklace for you, which I know you're going to wear every day. It says Gvura, which means strength. Some people think strength means you can lift heavy things. And some people think strength means that you get up in front of people and, like, you know, be a leader, whatever that means. And people compete to do this, to show other people how strong they are. And what I heard you say is this year you learned that strength means surrender. And I bless you to always know how much strength you have. Real strength, the strength of surrender. All right, Cameron, where are you? There you are.
Oh. My name's Cameron, and I am a very grateful member of this community. That's my niece, and I love her dearly. She's a gift of this recovery. There's so much I want to say, and I know there's a time limit, so bear with me, please. First, I want to speak to the residents. The person you see here today, a lot of you don't know me. Some of you do. I've had the pleasure of getting to know some of you, but a lot of you just see me bolting around these hallways like a madman, kind of looking a little bit like a bitch, just like going. But I have to express to you that the person I am today is not the lost, troubled, dying soul that walked in these doors a year ago. A year ago, I had nowhere to go. I had no car to stay in. I had no money except my body. And I was ready to die with a needle in my arm. I have been to 25 treatment centers, and I've completed most of them. I have tried everything my way. I've tried every other way. Nothing worked. So if you're a resident and you're sitting in here, this is a fucking gift. I've had a few people throughout my year here come to me and ask me, how do I do it? How do you do it? What should I do? And my answer every time is, give yourself completely to this program. Give yourself completely to this community, to this house, because it will pay you back tenfold. I promise you, my life is so freaking beautiful today. There are so many thank yous. The sisterhood, Pat, Kathy, Helen, Ellie, Jay, Bob, Phyllis. It was one of the gifts of me getting to be here was like 20 Jewish mothers. And I'm a mama's boy. I have to tell you that your love and support and your hugs and the opportunities you have afforded me, everything you have done for me, I am so grateful. I don't think I can ever pay you back, but I am so grateful. There's a lot of residents I love. I just gotta, power through. Derek, I'm so happy you're here. Getting to do this year with you has been such a gift. Mike, sharing this day with you, I don't know where you're at, but sharing this day with you means a lot to me because you are so strong. You are such a hard worker. Thank you for always giving me shit. Jerome, baby, I love you so much. Stay. You can do this. My family, Jordan, I love you. You're the best sister in the whole world. Luis, the fact that you're back in this community, that you're here is a true gift and miracle. It's such a miracle. And Mom, thank you for never giving up on me, and thank you for a year ago telling me I couldn't come home. Thank you for making me have to step into my power and do this on my own. I would be dead otherwise. I love you so much, and it's such a gift to be your son. I want to end with this. There's a number I want to talk about, and that number is 31. Every week for the last year, I have got to the great honor of coming up here and giving a cake to people. Birthdays every week, seeing the miracle of BTS happen every week. And 31 is the number of residents since I've been here who have celebrated a year and stayed sober. That does not include the residents that celebrated a year and went out, which is still a miracle that they got a year. It also does not include the countless number of alumni that come back every week and take multiple years of recovery and sobriety. We had 8 years last year with 4 people that stayed in this house and did it and saved their lives. That doesn't happen anywhere else. I have been to 25 treatment centers. I've been in the rooms for decades. What we have here is truly unlike anywhere else. And I want to say the concept of you matter does not just apply to the residents, right? It does. You matter, I matter, we matter. But it goes beyond that because the ripple effect of recovery, what we do here at BTS, how the lives we save, it's exponential, okay? It's exponential. We save the lives of the loved ones, the family, the children, because it's not just us alone on this journey dying somewhere. It's our family suffering too. So yes, today a soul was saved. 31 souls were saved this year. And that's the kind of shit that changes the world. Thank you. I love you.
Hi. This necklace says chesed, which means loving kindness. And there's a line from a different psalm. that describes the vision that you were just talking about of what the world can be. And it's a place where chesed ve'emet kiss. Loving kindness and truth are so intimate with one another that they kiss. This is you. Because kindness is not indulgence, and truth doesn't have to be judgmental. You are a balance of chesed and emet, of loving kindness and truth. And you're great at sharing that vision. And the reason you're great at sharing it is because you live it. May you be blessed to keep living it, not only preaching it, for many, many years to come.
All right, if you like to give Michael and Cameron a cake, please come on up and circle around them. Let's all sing happy birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mike and Cameron. Happy birthday to you. Keep coming back. And Elena's not even on there. Hallelujah. All right. Let's go. Before we get to the end of our service, we're going to pray for peace with Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu V'Yakov Yisrael.
May peace come quickly and in our days.
Boy, they're out of control over there.
I remember how Phil just used to, man, he used to get up here and rap to that. He would sing and rap. That's right. So this is a moment where we remember the people that aren't with us anymore. And I want to invite you, if you are in mourning, currently remembering somebody or remembering the anniversary of someone's death, to please rise. I'm going to ask folks to, I know we got excited. I know it's a very exciting song. But let's also honor the people that aren't with us now. So if there's somebody you are in mourning for, observing the anniversary of someone's death, please rise. At Beit Shuvah, nobody stands alone. So if you see someone standing alone, go be with them. And I'm going to pass my hand across the room and invite you to say that person or people's names out loud. And I'll add Harvey Chaplin and Arnold Kessler. In the art sites that the community is observing, Joel Siegel, E.B. Blau, Jerry Glasser, Stuart Damon, Daniel Reed, Kent Sherman, Martin Cohn, Seymour Fromer, Ida Bettis, Walter Klein, Jack Hendricks, Margaret Cohn, Michael Zaret, Jane Fleming, Phyllis Limburger, and Ruth Limburger. And the community is in the year of mourning for Elaine Gumpert, Joseph Lawrence Applebaum, Quinn Yamrin, Gabrielle N. Walensky, Marty Schiffer, Dina Hofkish, Benjamin Paul, David Rudderman, Paul Marr, Howard Seligman, Greg Sutton, Lisa Beth Cooper, Stephen Reisman, William F. Besser, Oria Clark, Jake Schneider, Mitch Chodesh, David Hansen, Asher Barkin, Everett James, Rabbi Yossi Karen, Susan Gesundheit, Harvey Weiner, Josephine Plata Villarreal, Sarah Wilshinsky, Stuart Lautman, Peter Bergman, Danica Valencia, Constance Ross Landis, Isabel New, Edwin M. Greenberg, Patricia Page, Jean Geller, Sherry Cup Holland, Mark Wiseman, Philip Arbeit, Barbara Ann Horwitz, Harold Rothstein, Dolores Dolores Aguirre, Avina, Dania Gold, Jerry Lauderstein, Victoria Kotrick, Minerva Cravoy, Raya Stern, and James Anthony Cole. You can find the Mourner's Kaddish, our traditional prayer of mourning, on the screen. We'll recite together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam ulmei olmaya, Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitzaleh v'yitzalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. May their memories be a blessing as they were in life. And Cantor Nate is going to read some announcements, because that's always a really good transition. There's no good way to do it. There's no good way.
Okay. So let's see. Shabbat announcements. We have the BTS Open. That's right. Charity golf tournament. I'll be out there for sure. Monday, September 16th at El Caballero Country Club. All right. Beit Shuva presents Author Talk with Adam Nimoy. Board member and chairman of the Temple Committee, Adam Nimoy, has written an incredible new memoir. On July 11th, 2024, we have the pleasure of hosting an author talk and book signing, moderated by Jesse Solomon. All the royalties will be donated to Beit Shuva, so show up and support, and of course, live long and prosper. All right. Beit Shuva Choir. So High Holidays is closely approaching, and we need your help to enhance our experience. And there's so many good lessons to be learned, parallels to life and recovery that you can learn from choir, because it's not about one person. It's about the sound of the group as a whole. And also, you get to sing with us and get out of yourself and be present and in the music. And then during High Holidays, you'll be up here and you'll have a task to do and be more in it. Well, I'm not going to put that on anyone in the congregation, not more in it, but instead of sitting there all day, you can sing with us. So, all right. Rabbi Michael Paris. Rabbi Michael is here. Please join us on Friday, July 12th, as we welcome our new head rabbi. Very exciting. Beit Shuva, recover your passion, discover your purpose. All right, I want to thank everyone that it takes to run services. I want to thank Erica doing sound back there. Sergio stepped up and helped us with the slides tonight. Jay came back to help us out and spend time with us on Shabbos. Jesse played bass with us tonight. Ted Greenberg was playing drums. Micah was playing the guitar. And Laura was singing with me and playing piano. Seb and Zach are helping with our live stream sound. I want to thank the security that we have here to keep us safe. I want to thank Rabbi Carey, of course. I want to thank Sarah Jacobs and Cameron and the wonderful development department. Anyone who did challah. So as you can see, there's much going on in this community. I want to thank all of you personally for showing up and searching for that connection in your life. And let's do 2 more prayers and call it a night, huh? Everyone please rise for Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.